So we got an injury update for Alperen Sengun, but what does this mean for the rest of the Rockets season? Who takes advantage of the newfound opportunity? And what's the starting lineups for the rest of the season up until maybe Alperen Sengun comes back? What's up, my peoples? It's your boy AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. Before we break down the video, man, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you're feeling the content already. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Talk whatever trash you want to me about the situation, whatever. I don't care. But make sure you hit that subscribe button too, because we're gonna have some hot stuff coming up here real soon. Let's go on and get into it. We in the house.
Drop this in the.
Alright, so first things first. We really done dodged a missile. Well, I should say Alperen Sengun done dodged a missile. He dodged a missile, a landmine, and some hand grenades because homeboy did not break any bones after that nasty fall. I swear you can use that as an advertisement for why people should be drinking milk, because I thought something was gone. I thought something was broke. The way his ankle hit the floor and how he contorted his knee too, that looked bad. But hey, I ain't tripping. So it ended up just being a grade 2 ankle sprain plus a bone bruise. Now there's only like, what, 20 games left or so? And if that's the case, I ain't even gonna play with no injuries like that, man. Go ahead and shut that man down for the rest of the season, because if he try to come back and play on that, it probably ain't gonna look pretty. So let's go on and let him make it. He didn't had a great season. I know it really sucks for him because he was definitely one of the league's most improved players thus far this season. So I know he hurting. I know he hurting emotionally, but his teammates love him, man. They're gonna pick him up. They're gonna love on him. Really sucks for the Rockets team in general because Tari Eason gone for the season too. So he got two of our best players. You can say two of our best, maybe 4 players, gone for the rest of the season while we're trying to make this playoff push, well, play-in push, which brings me to that topic in general. So, yeah, the play-in, that ain't looking too great right now. That ain't really looking too great right now. But I'm not gonna sit here and completely rule it out. We've seen all kind of crazy things happen in the NBA. We've seen things happen. We've seen teams get hot. We've seen teams find a formula that works for them. And we got a pretty, I don't like to say a schedule is easy, but we got a favorable schedule for the rest of the season. So this could be something we could, maybe won't be as big of a, well, it's a big blow. It ain't gonna be as big of a blow as it would be otherwise. So let's talk opportunities, man. There's some players on this roster that just got an opportunity opened up for them. And I'm gonna start with the most obvious one, well, the one I think is most obvious. Jock Landale. Jock Landale has a chance to redeem himself for being so unplayable for most of the season. Although he's really picked it up lately, and I'm really loving what I'm seeing from Jock. If he can keep up that level of play with probably a little bit more extended minutes, probably gonna have to give us more like maybe 20 minutes a game. That'll make him look real good, man, and that could make him also look more attractive as a trade piece, because with the trade for Steven Adams, I don't think we're still gonna be using Jock Landale's services come next season. But that's just me. I could be very wrong. Who knows? We've seen crazier things happen. Another player that I think has a lot of opportunity ahead of him, another obvious player, Jalen Green, man. All right, number 2 draft pick. You've been having a rough season, but you done found something as of late. You done found a formula that's been working for you. So we've always been saying, hey, we got to pick up the tempo for Jalen so he can play better, so he can be more in rhythm. Sengun not gonna be in the mix, so we're gonna be forced to pick up the tempo by force. So forced by force, duh. So we're gonna play a little bit faster. You can look forward to us pushing and transition more intentionally throughout the game. And look for Jalen Green to be even more aggressive than he has been lately, getting to the basket. I'm expecting his foul numbers to go up. Not him fouling, but his free throw numbers to go up. His shot attempts definitely gonna go up. He might be taking an extra 5 shots a game. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad, because his 3-point stroke ain't been looking nice at all. But his mid-range game has been there though. The mid-range game been there. I think I saw somewhere in the month of March he's shooting, what was it, 80%? I think it was 80% in the restricted area, which is absolutely nuts because he's a guard, and I think he's #1 for all guards as a matter of fact. So, but Jalen, he's definitely gonna be seeing all kind of traps and triple teams and all of that, especially if he start getting hot. So he's gonna have to learn to use his gravity, his scoring gravity. He's gonna have to learn to use that to be a decoy and get his teammates involved. Mainly, this brings me to the next player I think has an opportunity here is Jabari Smith Jr. So I think of all the players, I believe Jabari Smith might have the most opportunity. Why do I say that? Well, him and Sengun, a lot of times they occupy some of the same space on the floor. Jabari likes that mid post. Sengun kind of likes that mid post too. But Jabari a lot of times ends up being like the 4th or 5th option on offense. But I can see us going to a pick and pop and maybe even a pick and roll a lot more aggressively using Jabari. I can see him being in a whole lot more actions. Jabari has also flashed a little bit of a decent court vision and playmaking ability, just a little bit. He's not shy of giving up the ball. If he sees somebody open, he's gonna hit him. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be spamming Jabari Smith from pillar to post. I don't know if we're gonna be doing all that, but you can definitely, obviously, his shot attempts is gonna go up. They have to go up, and he got to capitalize on that. Like, he's got to continue to shoot at a high clip, especially from 3-point range. Now, I really want to see if Ime Udoka kind of plays Jabari a little bit more at center. I think that'll be a great thing for the offense, at least. I don't know about the defense. I don't know if Jabari is even gonna be a whole lot very deployable at center for over 15 minutes a game. We might end up having to run Jeff Green a whole lot more. But we'll see. We definitely short in that front court. But I think Jabari is gonna be somebody who we're gonna rely on a little bit to get some motion going, man. Get some action going. This is your opportunity to shine, bro. #3 pick overall last season. You our best rebounder this season. Hey man, it's time to gobble up some more rebounds. It's time to be a lot more aggressive going to the rack. You know what I'm saying? Time to explore your game a little bit. I'm sure Ime Udoka gonna allow you to do that, because I seen him go to Jabari a little bit sometimes especially when Jabari got it going. So we're gonna find out about that. Another player too, kind of under the radar, that I think is gonna benefit a lot from this is Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson's versatility, I think, is gonna be something that Ime Udoka leans into a little bit more. We could see a whole lot more of Amen Thompson maybe at the 4, especially when Jabari is at the 5. But you can probably see it when Jeff Green is at the 5 too, but you're gonna see it when Jabari is at the 5. His cutting to and playing in the dunker spot, we're gonna see how that looks. Or maybe it's gonna be a deal where Ime Udoka puts the ball more in Amen Thompson's hands to maybe run some pick and roll with Jabari. I would love to see what that looked like, because I think their games kind of complement each other a little bit, but we shall see. Now, speaking of opportunities, the one person on this roster I think is probably going to get hurt the most, and I think it's Fred VanVleet. Why do I say that? Fred VanVleet's game has been so dependent upon screen setting from Alperen Sengun. Now he's gonna get a little bit of that from Jock Landale, because Jock Landale sets pretty solid screens, I have to say. But Fred hitting that pocket pass to LP, or LP hitting that, or hitting any pass to LP and LP making something out of it, has racked up Fred VanVleet's assist numbers. Matter of fact, Fred VanVleet has had way more assists to Alperen Sengun than anybody else on the squad. So I think LP missing is gonna hurt Fred VanVleet the most on this roster. And it's probably gonna end up hurting the whole roster a lot too, because Fred probably gonna start pressing and jacking up some threes. I don't know. He's a smart guy. I don't think he's gonna just come out just jacking for no reason, but we'll see how that looks too. I'm interested to see how he plays, especially in the non-Jock Landale minutes. He does have some decent chemistry with Jeff Green as well. We'll see how him and Jabari work out a little bit more, because I can see them playing a lot more two-man game between them two as well. Now the last person I think has a big opportunity is not a player, but the coach, Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka has an opportunity now to become way more creative than he's ever had to this whole season, because now he knows there is a chance Alperen Sengun ain't coming back to save no asses this season. There's a good chance of that happening. So what do you do, coach? We can't just be spamming pick and roll no more. To his credit, he hasn't been doing that as much lately. We've been a whole lot more diverse. We've seen some nice empty corner sets against the Sacramento Kings in the last game. We've seen we've seen some nice DHO sets. His defensive game plans have, including Alperen Sengun, have been very, very good too, because Alp's been really active on that end with his active hands. He's been blocking shots too. He's been getting steals, getting strips. His double teams and trapping has been really good. So we're gonna see who Ime Udoka trusts, especially down the stretch of short games, close games. And we playing San Antonio. We finna play San Antonio, so we're gonna see if we're gonna see what that defense looks like against Wemby this game, because in that last game it was a lot of Dillon, some Jabari, but in that fourth quarter, Alperen Sengun was just stripping Wemby every time down the court. So we're gonna see what that look like. And LP also took Wemby's lunch money, took his girlfriend, took his car, took his girlfriend for a ride in Wemby's car, and it looked bad. Matter of fact, after he took Wemby lunch, he went to his mama's house and took his dinner. It was bad. That was child abuse, what Alperen Sengun did to Wemby last game. Obviously, that ain't gonna repeat itself again, because there's no more Alperen Sengun. But we shall see. We shall see what we look like in this game against the Spurs. But as far as them starting lineups go, I'm expecting Jock Landale to be the one to start in place of Alperen Sengun. He's not going to take all of the Sengun minutes. Like I said before, it's probably just going to be like 20 minutes a game, and then they're going to mix and match depending on lineups. Rotation probably going to be the same for sure for the most part. I really don't want to see no more Jae'Sean Tate. We've been really good in games that Jae'Sean Tate has not played. But Ime Udoka likes defense. He likes size. Jae'Sean ain't got size, but he's going to bring some defense. I don't want to see him for the rest of the season, though. Somebody else could use the minutes more than Jae'Sean. So expect Jock Landale to be the person that starts in place of Alperen Sengun. We're going to take it from there. It may change and flip-flop here and there depending on matchups throughout different games, but that's just my expectation for now. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, though. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. This is your boy AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. And we out.